Hey folks, welcome back to another Pokemon Master video, and finally, I actually do have my new computer, so this is actually the first video recorded on the new computer, fun fact. But anyways, you know, it's been a while since our last Move Candy video, so I thought we'd do an update video on that one, right? So, with all the new units. I'm not gonna go over any of the old ones. If you guys want to look at the explanation, all that stuff for them, just go check out the old video that we did. I'll have it linked somewhere, right? In the description box probably, or in the comments, I don't know. I haven't decided on that yet. But yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna talk about too much about these. Like, moved a few around, like Cyrus Cynthia moved her down, because like we have like Dragon Zone now, like, it's kind of whatever. You don't really need her grid that much. I think another one we moved down was like Leer, and like they're fine at 1 out of 5, but you do get a lot of great things at 3 out of 5, right? And again, these are ordered from left to right, just in terms of both how powerful the unit is and how much it really needs that stuff, right? So there's also that as well. So anyways, let's talk about the new units then. Let's start from which one was the first one? All right, I guess it's Renegade Cynthia. Let's just go in order there, as much as I could remember their order at least. So Renegade Cynthia, I think it's probably a case of, again, you know, it's fine at 1 out of 5, but would like 3 out of 5, because like at 1 out of 5, right? And this would happen. This is going to happen with a lot of these zone users, which is at 1 out of 5, yeah, you still have the zone at least, even though a lot of them don't get like their full kits, because all of them have, you know, really nice stuff in their kits. You got your full kit, but at 1 out of 5, at least you have the zone set, you know, just for a zone user, right? But Renegade Cynthia does definitely have a lot of really nice stuff at 3 out of 5. For example, her most for her nuke stuff, right? Whether it's Smarty Pants, Brain Sync, right? You got Shadow Ball, extra 10% on Shadow Ball if you want. Right? Yeah, there's you know, a lot of really nice stuff. Super duper effective too if you want that. The NPR on Ghost Wish, obviously, that's another a pretty big one, right? So yeah, that's one I do think you do want, you know, a bit higher, right? It's put it in this upper echelon category, right? Moving on, we'll have I guess the New Year's units. New Year's Sabrina, I think is I think she's fine at 1 out of 5, but you would kind of want 2 out of 5. She gets most of her functions at 1 out of 5, no problem. But at 2 out of 5, you do get a lot of the extra, you know, extra little stuff in terms of the some more NPRs, right? For example, let's see, you get the team fast track on Confusion at 2 out of 5, right? You get the NPR on Condition Shield, which is cool. Yeah, Move Gauge Refresh 9 on Confusion is nice too as well, right? At 3 out of 5, again, you do have like some nice things as well. Team Tough Luck is cool. What else? NPR on Clear Mind is solid, right? But I do feel like you know, 2 out of 5 is the one that you kind of want a bit, right? Just for the speed stuff, right? 2 out of 5 is for the speed stuff. 3 out of 5 is for obviously the rest of the kit, some defense stuff. So I guess there could be an argument made for, you know, maybe here instead, but you know, again, it's overall, you know, fine regardless. Moving on, we also have Volkner. Volkner, he's just one of those units that's just like fine at 1 out of 5, right? Because like he just like his base kit just does so much, right? Super Duper 9 is just so good, right? Like this on top of his high special attack, on top of just having Thunder as a really high base power 3 gauge move, is just straight up just fine, right? Got this as well, Conductive Sync. Like these are all in his base kit. Again, anything else from his grid are really just like extra stuff, right? For example, you have a Fast Track 9, that's just extra, right? And then at 3 out of 5, you have your a few more multipliers, Power Synergy 2, Double Down 3. There's a Ramming Speed over here, right? Which is, you know, it does obviously, again, do make him much better. But he's pretty functional as a, you know, as a damage dealer already at 1 out of 5, I feel. Moving on, let's see, who was next? I think Lucas was next, right? Where is Lucas? Here's Lucas. Lucas, same thing, right? Same thing as as Cynthia, right? Basically. Again, they're just a rough placement. I'm not going super into details. Oh, Lucas is definitely 100% better than, you know, Cynthia and more needed. Like, it's, again, just rough placements. But yeah, Lucas does have that, you know, again, same thing. Does have Dragon Zone at 1 out of 5. But if you do get Lucas to 3 out of 5, you get stuff like Inertia, right? You get something, you know, do you get that at 2 out of 5? You do get Draconic Sync at 2 out of 5, so that's nice at 2 out of 5. But yeah, at 3 out of 5, you do get stuff like Inertia, right? You get the Acceleration in there as well. Mind Games 4 is very, very nice, right? Super Command is cool too, right? So yeah, and the MP Refresh on and Draconic Power too. Like, you just got a lot of damage stuff at 3 out of 5. But again, at 1 out of 5, completely functionable. Like, Roar of Time is still very powerful as a move. You still have Dragon Zone, right? So, moving on, let's see. I think Palatine's units were next, right? Marnie is also sort of in that category, right? In terms of, yeah, you have Steel Zone straight up at 1 out of 5, right? But outside of that, you still got some you know, solid stuff that you could work with at 3 out of 5 that you know, definitely is really nice. Stuff like Enfeeble 1, right? Since it does activate twice, so Enfeeble stuff is good. Super duper effective 3 on Iron Head. That's a lot of, you know, extra super effective damage for Iron Head. I would say 2 out of 5 is a bit more, you know, nice. Just because you do have stuff like Aggravation over here, right? Power Postures here, but 3 out of 5 you get the big nuke stuff. Pecking Order here, right? Metallic Surge over here, so NPR and Steel Zone. So all 3 levels of Marnie is nice, but I'd say, you know, for the big nuke stuff, that's 3 out of 5, right? And again, everything else is functional at 1 out of 5 for the most part. Then we have Palatine's B over here. I'd say you want 2 out of 5. Also, I should probably move her a bit. Alright. Ooh, stop. Alright, there we go. We're good. Yeah, she does get most of her stuff. You know, like, she has a really, really nice kit. But I think the best part would be her 2 out of 5, because her 2 out of 5 does get Aggravation on Astonish, right? Which I do feel like is, again, there's a lot of other great things. You know, you get the extra Hail on Sync at 3 out of 5, right? 3 out of 5 is if you want to use her as a Hail, you know, bigger Hail unit. Although I don't feel like she's that big of a deal in terms of like Hail stuff. I think she's just fine even running outside of Hail teams, right, personally. But again, if you want Hail, you go 3 out of 5. 2 out of 5, yeah, at least get 1 Master Healer, 1 Potion MP Refresh, right? 3 out of 5, you get the, you know, the other ones unlocked. Again, it's not like, you know, you don't want her at 3 out of 5 at all. 3 out of 5 is fine, but is great. But I say 2 out of 5 is definitely fine. Team Sharp entry at 3 out of 5 as well, right? Astonish move, Gauge Refresh 9, Vigilance if you want that. Or you could just like Cookie. But I do feel like at 2 out of 5, yeah, at least want 2 out of 5. You also have MP Refresh and Train to Move, right? Flag Bearer if you care. I don't, but you know. Alright, moving on. We have Darkrai over here, right? Darkrai, again, same issue. Although I don't feel like his 3 out of 5 is like as big of a deal. Just because I don't think it's like crazy good, right? Let's see. Where do we have him? Yeah, his 1 out of 5 again does most of the stuff you want. You get your Dark Wish, you get your AoE Sleep, right? Which is honestly the best parts of his grid, right? Obviously the grid does get him more damage stuff, right? As it does most of these zone units, except for like Skyla, I guess. I mean, Skyla has like the nuke, but anyways, but yeah, you have most of the stuff. Most of the stuff at you know, 1 out of 5. Again, 3 out of 5 is just for the damage, right? You know, if you want Power Play, right? What else? Good Nightmare 5, MP Refresh on Dark Wish, Umbral Power, Good Nightmare 5 again on Dark Pulse, Crit Strike 2 on Dark Pulse. Like, it's just all the other damage stuff, right? All the other damage stuff is at 3 out of 5, but yeah, everything else 1 out of 5 is generally fine, I feel. Moving on, who's next? Oh Oh, Dawn, right? So Dawn is an interesting one because Dawn actually has, I feel like most of her kit is functional at 1 out of 5, but you actually do have a lot of really nice stuff at 3 out of 5, right? For example, you know, Catalyzing Recovery, you got the move gauge acceleration stuff over there, which is really nice. You could get Sync Heal Refill for the extra Moonlight. Down here you have Danger Damage Guard, which is really nice, right? All ramped up if you want her to also buff your team's special attack as well. And then you got some of the other Crisis Countdown things, Desperate Team Freebie, etc., which are all really nice as well. So I do feel like she is a 3 out of 5 candidate. I do think she's better than most of these units, but again, I don't think it's like a huge deal if you don't have her at 3 out of 5. It's like 1 out of 5 is still like generally fine, right? I feel we'll put her somewhere here, I guess. I think something like a Skyla probably needs it more, even though again Dawn's a better unit, I feel, right? I'll move it over. Skyla, like Skyla's fine, but like it's just that, are you really using her when there's the new Annie Skyla, right? Unfortunately. Anyways, moving on, let's get to the anniversary units, right? Starting with Mei Latias again. Mostly the same thing, right? Over here with Mei and Latias. It's, yeah, you could set Psychic Terrain already at 1 out of 5, but at 3 out of 5 is where you get a lot of your multipliers, whether it's Overpowered Devastation or, you know, Smarty Pants Brain Teaser over here, right? Dismay 2 is nice. Like, these are all, yeah, NPR 3 on Psych, but these are all like 3 out of 5 stuff, right? So I do think her 3 out of 5 is a pretty big deal, right? So there's that. Moving on, Skyla is also another 3 out of 5 candidate that can also function at 1 out of 5, because again, Set Zone is at 1 out of 5, but all your, again, your Flying Wish NPR stuff, right? Your Sync Nuke stuff, Interference Sync 5, your Inertia, it's all over here, right? So if you also want her to do damage, which in my opinion, you should probably try to get her to do damage, right? Actually, should we put her higher? She really does not do any damage. Oh, okay, she still has her innate tech, but like, I think it's fine. I think we could put her in here instead of the, you know, wants 2 out of 5 category. Yeah, she definitely wants it, right? She definitely wants it, so you could actually get the damage in there, right? 2 out of 5, you also get stuff like Barrel Roll, which is nice if you want to tank with her a bit as well, right? Keep Sharp Entry, etc. So yeah, she definitely, that gets much better as you go, but at 1 out of 5, at least you have Flying Zone, right? At least you have Flying Zone. And then Raihan, in a bit of a similar position. Not that he sets zones, but he does set Sandstorm and Sun, right? And while you do have a lot of that stuff generally, right? Like you have Sandstorm MP Refresh at 2 out of 5, which is nice, right? The Aggravation on Twister, but you do again also get your big Sync Nukes over here. Interference Sync 5, Weather Sync up 5. Those are big Sync Nuke stuff at 3 out of 5. And also you do have Sand Alert 5, which could extend your Sandstorm, which again I do find you know, pretty nice. And Solar Sync if you wanted to use him better as a Sun, you know, sort of support as well. Team Max Smarts is nice as well, right? So again, he's another candidate that that really would like to be up there as well, right? So anyways, last potential maybe unit that, you know, is rumored to happen or not happen. She's completely fine at 1 out of 5. She would still do massive damage at 1 out of 5, right? It's just that again at 3 out of 5 you just get a lot more, especially like the sync stuff and all that stuff. So again, we're not gonna talk too much about that right now, but anyways, that's really this one, I guess. I'll be honest, just a rough, I guess, placement of you know, my suggestions for where you want to use these units in terms of move candy wise and all that stuff. Again, I've did a previous one to explain all the other ones. If you guys do want to jump over there, I'll leave a link in the description box down below. Right. Again, most of these are from left to right in terms of a mixture of both how powerful the unit itself is and how much they need that extra bit. Right. Again, it's not perfectly placed, but it's just a general idea. Right. Just a general range. Again, I'm not saying, you know, like, even like, if you compare, like, Lucas with, like, Cyrus, which is all the way here, it's like, again, it really depends on yourself, right? What you need. Just take a look at your own needs as well, right? This is just a general area of where I throw them around, right? With, again, a mixture of things. So, anyways, that's about this one. I guess I'll be all done. Guys, think in the comments down below. Like, share this video, subscribe to my channel for some more Pokemon. I'll see you guys in the next one then.